Hey everybody, it's Deanna with toolsofenergyprotection.com, your energy shift advisor and Akashic Records expert. Hi everybody, it's Tuesday. I have live going on Instagram and live going on Facebook. Good to be back to Instagram. Thanks for all the hugs and kisses you all have been sending me and welcoming me back. It is good to be back. Today is March the 2nd, 2021. And I am super stoked to share things with you tonight. Welcome aboard if you're coming on for the first time. And I have several things to share with you tonight. One, we're going to talk about a new contest that I have out and how you can enter. Two, we're going to talk about our main subject tonight, which is, are you asking yourself, am I crazy? Right? That's a huge thing going on right now. And then I'm going to take a few questions and answers from the audience tonight. So if you have questions over here on Instagram, go ahead and put them in the feed, and also for you all in Facebook. So hi, everybody. Hi, Angie. Hi, Chelsea. Mary, hi to you. Happy Tuesday. Okay, everybody, here we go. So I had asked several weeks ago if you had a question to write into me at toolsofenergyprotection.com on my website. And several of you have joined me with questions and asked some very good ones. And this week I had intended to come on and a really cool question answer. However, I did get a very serious question. It was more of a statement rather than a question. And what I'm seeing is more and more people are contacting me about this same issue. And it's a very serious one. So I'm going to ask you, if you know anybody who's going through something like this, if you would please share the video with them. Also, if you can click like or follow as we continue on this new platform of answering questions. And the question that I got, basically like a statement, like I said, was from one of my followers, Lisa. So hi, Lisa. And she says that she breaks into a thought. She says, staying healthy in the midst of a crazy world and its cruel happenings, I know myself, I definitely, she puts in capital letters, have been affected by all the sickness and drama and depression and stress. The energy has shown me new lows. Okay, you don't have to put a thumbs up, but how many in the last couple of weeks have felt new lows in your life? If you've suffered from depression before, perhaps you're feeling more depression than you ever have. One young man I worked with this week, a brilliant light worker, absolutely beautiful. And he made a transformation in his life. He chose to make a huge step in his life, which is really challenging. And when you do those kind of things, you know, sometimes you get 2 or 3 months down the line of having made this major decision and you look back and like, oh, should I have done that? But in that, he has hit a new low. And I myself, about 3 weeks ago, hit this wall as well. And like I said, if you want to hit a thumbs up, if that's you, that's fine. You don't have to otherwise. But the new low was I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere in my communication skills with you all. I felt like I had hit a dead spot in my business. I felt like I couldn't reach or help my daughter in her homework. I felt like I was never going to meet my personal goals. I felt like I was in Groundhog Day, which is kind of funny because I think that wasn't too long ago. And I was just going in circles with my life over and over, the same poop, different day. We like to call that S squared, D squared. But there has been this pervasive feeling of dark, heavy thoughts. And quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I've had 2 people this week tell me that they were ready to check out and go home. That is a temporary or a permanent solution to a temporary issue. And it's not advisable. But I did hit that wall a couple weeks ago. I was like, what's the point? I felt like I was getting nowhere. And the darkness attacked. It could be darkness, lower vibrational energies, all this kind of stuff. And if you get that way, please check yourself, check your food, make sure you're not getting too much sugar in it. Most of us do. Watch your caffeine intake. If you're having coffee in the morning and a Coke in the afternoon and some kind of drink in the evening to stimulate, that means your amygdala, your fight or flight response is on overtime all the time and it'll fatigue. That can also cause depression. So check yourself. I'm going to ask you to just check yourself physically to make sure that you're doing okay. But this is a very serious subject. And I'm seeing a lot of light workers across the board, highly sensitive people, empaths that are just hitting this wall and they feel like they're ready to check out. So if that's you or you know somebody like that and you're listening and you're like, I do my light work, I go home, I pay my bills, I do it all over again. I'm not sure if my business is going to last because COVID, blah, 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 blah. That is darkness. That is a lower vibrational energy. And about 2 weeks ago, this has nothing to do with Schumann's frequency, because yes, the frequencies of the planet can affect us here and here. I get that. But about 3 weeks ago, there was a huge psychic attack on this planet. And I tried to get the information to find out if it was other people from here that have been hired to do this task, like a sharpshooter, or the guys that drop behind enemy lines and take everybody out, or whether it came from another planet. Did something come in here and go bzzz, and disturb our frequencies? And so far, that answer has not been revealed to me. So, but what I do know is it's very real. And when it hits, people that are light workers, people that have been doing Reiki, people that have been doing readings, people that talk to animals, all of them, it hits us first. And that's because we're the tallest reed, if you will, the highest vibration. And if you've ever seen a pond and it has the little cattails out there, the little green, grass standing up, the little brown thing sticking at the very top. Well, if you notice when it gets real windy, what gets hit first? It's all of the vegetation at the top. And then it comes down from there. So the more light workers that can be taken out, the more the darkness is winning. So if you're asking yourself, am I crazy? Then you're probably on this crazy train at this point, feeling those dark energies being aimed at you. And it has your name on it. And I'm going to tell you, if I can fight against it, if I can rise above it, if I can just let it roll off of me, depends on what day it is, you can too. Okay? And I know this is a super heavy subject, but I did get, a gal writing me about this back on the 17th of February, and 2 clients this week that have literally told me, or asked me, am I crazy? And then they also said, I'm not the person I thought I was. So if you're not the person you think you were, if you're all of a sudden feeling like, I don't feel like I'm the person I used to be anymore, could you please give me a thumbs up so I at least know that I'm on the right path here tonight? Because I watch my numbers live go up and down, and I'm not sure if just not the right people are being reached, or, if I'm saying something too nutty, just give me some thumbs up. Let me know what that looks like. Okay, let me go on. So again, we're answering questions. If you have a question for me of any kind, I'm going to tell you how to enter this contest. And if you've already asked these questions and emailed them to me, don't worry, go back and put them in the spot I'm going to tell you for entering a contest. It's okay if you put that down there after having already sent the emails. So again, the gal says, the energies have showed me new lows and I am a worrywart to begin with. But somehow I let these energies penetrate me and bring me down. I need help to climb back up above it all. Okay. I let the energies penetrate me, she says. She let them bring her down. And so a couple of clients this week are like, Deanna, how can I ride these energies? How can I come back? Because I feel so low. One energy worker told me he felt so crippled, he can't even go to work. And what better way for the darkness to take over the light than to disable the light workers and make their energies feel so penetrated with their own bodies that they suffer depression, can't get out of bed, and they can't help themselves, and they can't help anybody else. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take our light back. To take it back and not put up with the darkness trying to drag your hiney down. And if you're hearing me tonight, I do love you. And you know, I love to hug and cuddle, but I also love to butt kick. And this is a butt kicker tonight. But I'm hoping that I reach one person, so that you don't go home. Okay? We need you here. Please don't. Please don't end it. I know there's some of you out there that feel like you want to go home. And I've been there recently. But this planet needs us. That's why we're here. That's what we contracted to do. Some people in their question says, why am I even here? What is my purpose? This is it. If you're tuned into me, this is it. If you're highly sensitive, you feel like you're taking on the world's energies, you feel like you're taking on everybody else's energies, and you clear yourself and you manage to be like, yo-ho, I can do this, and you put your shields up. And then something comes in and kicks your butt, and you feel so depressed. You can't pick yourself up off the ground or get up out of bed in the morning. This message is for you. And I didn't plan on coming tonight and giving you information, but I'm going to give you information. That's why I'm asking you to share this video with somebody you know might be feeling this, because I'm going to tell you exactly what to say. This is stuff that I share in my private sessions, but it is so important for you to hear it. I'm bringing it forward tonight. So after I get done with this broadcast, I will repost this in Facebook, and this will repost in Instagram. And you can click, to whatever, about 14 minutes, put it on pause, get your paper out and write this down. But this is what I would like for you to say if you're feeling like this. And I don't care if you're at the bottom of the barrel, if your claws are on the edge of the bed trying to pull yourself out. If you can hear me, you say these things over and over and over. And if that doesn't work, you get your butt on my website and you click contact and you send me a message. Private message. And I will find a way to help you crawl out of the darkness. Okay? Because this is important. Here it is. If you're feeling depressed, if you're asking yourself, am I nuts? And you've been checked out. I know, been there. How to check up. Then I'd like for you to say this out loud to yourself. First thing I'd like for you to say is, in my power as a child of God, I take back all my power that I have given to anyone else or that has been taken from me. I take my power back now. Now. And mean it when you say now the best you can. And then I want you to feel that energy coming back to you clean and beautiful and empowering. And it is yours. It's your energy. Don't let anybody steal it from you. Don't let people take your light. Don't let the darkness take your light. Because I got an up close and personal visit from the darkness Friday, I think it was, Friday morning. So I wake up, I'm feeling good, I'm getting ready to go down to the bookstore, I'm excited, and I'm just barely waking up. And I can feel this energy in my bedroom that was so dark. It felt like a glob, like the old black and white movies, the blob coming to get you. And it hung in my room. I could feel it in the corner. I could feel it hanging there. The first thing I did was I took my power back. And then I breathed in and filled out my chakras. And I said, who is it? Who is that? And of course, the darkness doesn't answer. But I felt fear, like I've never felt it before, from my head to my toes. And the fear was trying to find the pores in my shield to ooze in and make me afraid of everything. Thoughts started racing through my head, depressive type thoughts. You're not good enough. You're never going to make it. This COVID is going to make you a broke person. You're going to have to go back to corporate America. All these things that are fearful. And I asked myself, who am I? Who am I to be doing this work? Who am I to go on Facebook on Tuesday and share the light with these people? Who am I to clear energies to free other people so they can run? Who am I to lift demons from people so they can upright themselves again? Who am I to balance out the akashic records so that people lose pain in their physical body, have better connections with family members, or perhaps find out why they can't proceed with love, clear their karma? That's what I asked myself when that dark ooze came into my room. Should I keep going? Should I give up? Should I quit my business? So at that moment, at that very moment, I decided that my life was worth it. And that whatever message that the boss gave me, God, Spirit, Source gave me, I was going to carry it to the best of my ability. And darkness, too bad. I got work to do. And I took the light that was in my heart and I put it out to the darkness. And I said, here, eat on the light and not my fear. Am I crazy? Not really. But I dance to the beat of a different drum. If you dance to the beat of a different drum, can you give me a thumbs up? If you don't want to, that's okay. I understand. Sometimes social media is a weird animal. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. Because this young woman, like I said, back on the 17th of February, I had so many questions to get to. I'm so excited. And here she is telling me that she allowed the energies to penetrate her, to get her down, and she needed help to climb back up and above it all. And the other thing is, people right now may be feeling disconnected from God's Spirit or Source or their angels. That's another thing that the dark does. It disguises your connection. It wants to make you feel cut off, left out. Like you're all by yourself in this little bitty corner over here, and the darkness is against you, and you're the only one left standing. It is not true. You have so many angels surrounding you that love you, even when your knees are knocking together in fear. Been there, done that. But here is another key. You have to take Action. I know I laid in my bed one night. This is years ago when I first started down this road. And I was laying in my bed, and there was a dark being standing at the foot of my bed, and my knees were knocking so hard. And I asked angels to surround me and take it away. And it was done before I even finished my thought. But the human mind doesn't process that. And the human mind said, oh, it's still standing down there at the end of the bed. And, your angels are just kind of there. But, no, the angels had surrounded me and they had taken that dark being and it was gone. And all I had to do was take the action of stopping my knees from knocking and get up out of that bed and claim my space. But I had to take action. And that's what the dark does. It debilitates you and keeps you from taking action. And that action is knowing that you are loved and you put one foot in front of the other. You make a plan. I wrote a note, so I made my own plan down here. So here it is. Make a plan. All right? If you think you're nuts, if you think you're crazy because you're so depressed, you want to give up, you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, you've got to make a plan to get out of that hole. Step by step, one foot in front of the other. I had friends that used to tell me that. You got to put one foot in front of the other. And I'm like, oh, screw you. Because I was so depressed. I'm like, I can't do that. Yeah, I could. And yeah, I did. And my friends were right. So I'm telling you, you have to put one foot in front of the other. Make a plan. If you're having trouble, if you don't have a job, if you're, in a bad relationship, make a plan and take action, take steps forward. God's Spirit Source will support you, and it may not look like the plan you thought it was going to be. You may have said, oh, I'm going to take 6 steps forward, right? And then 1 to the left and 2 to the right. And you take 2 steps forward, and Spirit's like, oh, no, you're coming this way. Come on. Because Spirit or Source and your angels know a different path for you than you know for yourself. But you've got to create that momentum to go forward. Okay. Oh, I love you all. I love you all for watching. Thank you so much. I have questions like about Akashic Records and all kinds of wonderful stuff that people have been wanting to know, and I'm just super stoked to answer it, but this was a heartfelt message. And, if I see one person come in my practice and they have a question, I'm like, okay, that's just them right now. But when I get 2 more after that, total of 3, I know it's more than that. And so that's when I want to share, or my desired outcome is to share with all of you, because I know you may be there. If you're not, okay, send it to a friend who is. All right. You must have courage, and you must take action to create your future. You want a magical journey? Create a plan, take steps, pay attention. Because your guides will talk to you, they'll show you the way. And if you're like, Deanna, I don't hear my guides like you do, great. You know what? I applied for law school, and all the doors were shut, and the only one left open was this one. Can't be any louder than that. All right. But the other symptoms that I'm seeing of the darkness with people, the other symptoms I'm seeing are blocks to confidence. Thumbs up, care, laughter. I'm also seeing the feelings cutting, being able to sense your angels and guides being cut off. And the experience of, that darkness in my room. It was almost like the gates of hell, if you will, were pervasive right there in my room. I have shields up, people. I have all kinds of things in place because I'm in this business and I never know who's sending me what. But that vibration of that darkness, that spiritual psychic attack has been so huge. I don't even know what to call it. But if you're in that space and you would like to get an energy clearing like once a week, just get all those energies cleared off of you, and you're thinking, yeah, I really need that, that would be great because you will feel lighter. And, if you could use some coaching and some guidance about your spiritual gifts and what are you feeling and why are you feeling it and how can you develop it? If you'd like some tips and tools each week about what to look for and how to overcome it and how to work through it and, how to get over the energy humps. Because I know this last week we had one of those on Schumann's where looked like the white waterfall was falling down. Whoo! Those people in the Sensitive Bike Club, I think I posted that for you. And, it's learning how to create this consciousness. So if that's something that you're desiring to do, and you're like, yes, sign me up, I totally want that help, go join the Energy Shift Inner Circle. Go to toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on Energy Shift Inner Circle. After I get done tonight here on Facebook, I will attempt to put it down here in the feed. I know that there's a way you can put it there and kind of pin it to the top, but I'm new at that. But anyway, on the Energy Shift Inner Circle, I did realize that there's not some congruence between what I'm offering in the Inner Circle and how the marketing reads. So thank you for those of you that took the time to read it and tell me, hey, that's not what I'm receiving. So in that Inner Circle, you're going to get coaching, guidance, you're going to get tips to create and tools to create with conscious effort your future so you can do it faster and faster and faster. These energies that are pervasive right now are so huge with transformation and positive. You just got to take those steps and it's a lift. It's amazing what will show up for you in your life. And then also I'm going to have an affirmation each week in that group. So if you're interested, an affirmation, an example of an affirmation that I would give, because I give them according to what's happening for that week. And an affirmation is where you make a statement. It goes into your conscious and subconscious mind. Your mind gets enough of that information, and then your consciousness guides you in that direction. That's what an affirmation is. So here's an affirmation for this week. I allow universal love to fill my space, work within me, and lift me to a new realm of possibility. And that's what's happening this week. All these energies are supporting us and lifting us higher. We just got to play kind of the little Pac-Man waka 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 game with a little ghost, right? To get away from the darkness. All right. Now, moving right along, that's my message as far as what the desired outcome was to share tonight. That was a question that I had, like I said, back in early February, and I've received so many and getting them on here, but that's the one that stood out to me the most today. So if you have a question, I would like to give you an opportunity to enter this contest that I'm running. This is so super exciting. Okay, so I have a YouTube channel, as many of you know. So if you go over to the YouTube platform and in the search box, you type my name, Deanna Gloyd. If you're here on Facebook, it should be right up over here. If you're already seeing this on YouTube, just go down here. And what I'm going to do is, if you click on my YouTube channel as a subscriber, that's step one. You have to click as a subscriber. And then down below in the comments, I disabled the comments today, so there's no need for approval. But down in the comments, you put your question. What would you like to know about? Would you like to know more about how the Akashic Records affect your health? How clearing the Akashic Records would help you to have a better relationship? Or perhaps if two people are arguing a lot, if we clear their Akashic Records, will it cease? How does my body hold cellular memory, and how do I get rid of it through the Akashic Records? How do I experience DNA healing? How do I know angels exist? How do I know who's talking to me when I hear voices in my head? Any of these kind of questions will absolutely work. I'm going to talk about spiritual awakening. Am I a starseed? How do I know I'm a starseed? How do I know I'm spiritually awakening and not just nuts? Those kind of things. Pick one question and put it in the feed on YouTube after you click the subscribe button to my channel. Okay? Deanna Gloyd. Click, and then down here, put your question. If other people have already posted in the comments their question, kind of make sure that yours isn't there, because how I'm going to pick a winner is I'm going to pick the top 3 questions, the 3 most interesting questions. They don't have to be detailed, just interesting questions. And the top 3 winners for the most interesting question posted underneath this particular video in YouTube. So as soon as I get off Facebook, I'll repost it in YouTube, is going to win a 30-minute free energy clearing session with me. So those of you who have been wanting to get in, didn't want to, invest, or perhaps you're like, oh, that kind of thing. Well, here's your chance. Here's your opportunity to win a free session. Okay, it's 30-minute free session. I'm going to award 3 of those, not today, which is March 2nd, 2021, but 7 days from today. So I will announce the winners on Tuesday Night Live Facebook, and then you can come and claim your prizes. So that's 3 30-minute sessions, 1 person for each one, and then I'm going to award 2 spots in the Energy Shift Inner Circle for 1 month. So you can come and get tips on how to work through various energies, what's going on, how can you manifest things easier at that time. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to look getting some guidance from me, some coaching. Every Tuesday we do a clearing, so you get a free little energy uplift, or like a brushing of your teeth, if you will. And, you get help getting over the energy humps, if they're coming and you're feeling extremely down. So that's what the contest looks like. And so again, if you would like to win or enter to win one of 3 30-minute spots for free, it's energy session or energy clearing, or one of 2 spots in the Energy Shift Inner Circle, go to YouTube. After I say goodnight, it'll take me just a couple of minutes to download this video and then upload it to YouTube. And so you'll look for this video. Are you asking yourself, am I crazy? And then you'll post down here below. And let me get you the date here. So 1 week from today will be March the 9th. And I will come on Facebook and announce all the winners. So hurry up. Go over there. 1 question, which I will also answer on Facebook Live. So that's it, everybody. I'm going to check real quick to see if I have any questions. Mostly it's most of you saying hello and agreeing with me, and you're welcome. Okay, let's see. Christy says definitely need a butt kick tonight. Good. Christy, make sure you go enter the contest. Let's see here. Brandy says, thank you. You're so welcome. I appreciate everybody watching. It looks like I do have somebody watching me over here on Instagram, but I just waving hi, but no questions. Let's see here. Somebody says, I'm making a plan, but I'm second guessing myself now. Welcome to the darkness, the second punch. Don't let them knock you out. Keep going. You felt some weird stuff last night? Yeah, definitely that's going on. And that looks like it's it. But the person that said they've been making a plan, but now they're second guessing themselves, I'm telling you, make your plan. Start taking action, little baby steps at a time. Your angels, God, spirit, or source will let you know if you're not exactly on target, but they've got to have that momentum to get you going, So just do it. Just do it. Like Nike used to say. But that's it. I love you all. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please get this out there. I can't wait to see you on the YouTube channel. Again, to enter the contest, you got to click subscribe. And then you put your question down in the comments. And then I will pick total of 5 winners. And we're looking for the most interesting question on the YouTube channel in the comments. That's what'll get you the prize. And, okay, so one person says, I already subscribed. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, if you're already a subscriber on my YouTube channel, then go ahead and put your question in the comments and then in parentheses, write, I'm already subscribed. Okay, just write it on there because I will check to make sure And then, somebody says, why was I so stoked for a change a few weeks ago and now I'm like, no thanks? Okay, that's a great question. Sliding it right in there at the end. I love it. Okay, so for those of you that stuck around, she wanted to know why she felt so stoked a few weeks ago and now she feels like no thanks. Okay, so one thing, when we're desiring the changes, there are those of us that make changes very quickly and we're just like go, 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 go. And we don't really make plans. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. And if we switch to trying to make plans to do things a little differently, sometimes that doesn't feel good. So we won't carry through with it. We're more used to the flash in the pan kind of stuff. So little incremental changes for you. Also, I would ask you to think about what it was you wanted to move forward with, because perhaps that's your angels telling you, kind of over here a little bit. Okay, so it may be what you're desiring to do and the momentum was good, but when you went to do it, it's kind of like, not sure if that's the right direction. If you know it's the right direction, then that's just the darkness standing in front of you going, no, don't do it, don't do it. But just take a couple steps, just take a couple steps and see how it goes. And then if you're really wanting to know what's going on behind the scenes, with the energies going up and down and why you feel sometimes one way and why you feel sometimes another, please join us on the Energy Shift Inner Circle. Again, there's coaching. I'm going to talk about different tips, different tricks, different ways to connect into your angels or guides. I'm going to give you tools and affirmations every week to help you move forward. It's action packed, and if you start, the first month is only $15 a month. So it's not really a lot of money for that investment. Okay. And then Christy says, how do I know the difference? Okay, Christy, same thing for you. You're going to see how your choices feel if that's what you're talking about. And also in that energy shift inner circle that we're working, we do talk about what's happening. We do talk about what's going on. And then we weigh things like that and douse them out. And everybody kind of kicks in because it's a small enough group and you can really get some great answers. So go ahead and come on, it's a month-to-month subscription. Join me for a month, and the others. And if you find community, great. If you don't find community, go away. But no matter what you decide, it is worth it for just 1 month to come on. Think about it. $15 for a month, that's way less than going and buying a cup of coffee Monday through Friday for a whole week, and you're going to get way more out of it than your amygdala being stimulated for fight or flight. So anyway, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the questions. Thank you for tuning in. Please share and like this video. It does make things possible. Come on over to YouTube, click subscribe, put your question in the bottom. If you're already a subscriber, put in parentheses, I'm already a subscriber on YouTube. And we'll see you back here next week. Have a great and wonderful day, and I will see you later.